right. What's up, family? CuZo Smif here. And
brother.
yeah, so this is another.
Man, you missed our intro's all different now.
Hey,
you
man.
messed it up.
We getting straight to the point. Yeah, so this is another episode of LTA Global News. We got a lot of shit to talk about because we did this big ass hiatus, but we back. You know what I'm saying? First topic, dog. First topic is I'm gonna switch it up. We just gonna hit it off rip. Roe v. Wade. Wade, and it's getting kind of ridiculous if we being real. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have changed the law in the first place, but now it's like the way that a lot of these men that are in the government, they're pretty much doubling down on this. You know what I'm saying, on this decision and feeling like, hey man, we made the right decision. So what's your thought on that, bro?
And I mean, and it's women too. A lot of people. The topic of abortion is a very interesting one to me because everybody will always have their own very charged opinion about it. Nobody has a mild opinion about it most of the time. But really what it comes down to is the Supreme Court, without the people's decision, overturning something that was essentially a human right for the people that live here. And made it in state control, which, if we saw anything from how COVID was handled, state-controlled programs bring 80,000 more degrees of politics in with it.
Yeah.
So, overall, it is a vast loss for women's health. I've heard a variety of responses about this. Obviously, I have a lot of friends that are very upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some people that said, oh, women should just stop hoeing, and then they won't need an abortion. Okay. So, I guess let's get it early out of the way. If you think that women just not sleeping with men is the solution for not having safe and legal abortions available, you're probably a fucking idiot, and you should probably reconsider your opinion on that. Outside of the obvious cases that everybody brings up of rape or incest or medical issues, of which all three happen, unfortunately. Even outside of those, there are many instances where bringing another life into the world at that point will provide a net loss of quality of life for every single party involved.
Right. And I think that's one of the things that scare me the most, really, is that the women who are actually being raped and being forced to take care, forced to, have this child, and whole time, it's other women who have to deal with a man who so happened to, not only rape her, but to, mentally make her feel like you are obligated to have this child. And it's now every time she looks at her child, she can't look at her child in the most special way. Because now it's this is a result of rape.
Even from a numbers game, we have too many people that don't want their kids. If you want a kid, go adopt. That's brother's number 2 message of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think you're a good person, go adopt a kid. Your genes are not that important.
Yeah.
But for the people that can't, keep having kids, and they're like, oh my god, I keep having kids, and I don't know why. Maybe you should wear a fucking condom.
Yeah.
That's brother's 3rd message of the day. I shouldn't be as upset about it because birth control of various forms is freely available for everybody in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And people still don't fucking use it. And then they still complain and don't treat their kids right and abuse their kids and fucking let their kids become just trash.
Yeah.
Because, oh, I didn't feel like a condom and he didn't pull out, and now I got a kid. Or like, oh, it felt so good, and I didn't pull out, and now I got a kid. Okay, so for like one moment of nut, you committed to 18 years of potentially not only being with somebody that you may actually hate, but on top of that, having all of that reflect on what should be the future for us, but in a lot of cases will just be another victim of narcissistic fucks.
Yeah. And I think it's really like a lot of them out there, you know what I'm saying? Like not too long ago, I guess a dude set up his girl, you know what I'm saying, in New York, and she was just walking around, and you know what I'm saying, he killed her. Like he shot her in the middle of the street kind of shit, you know? And it's like these guys, you know, they don't want these kids, right? So a lot of them are killing these women, bruh. And it's like, what?
So now that a woman's right to a safe and legal abortion is not guaranteed in this country, what do you think is going to happen? More clothes hangers. More, hey, hit me in the gut really hard.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford to have this kid.
Yeah.
You know, actually, we were just talking earlier about how there is no dollar menu anywhere. It cost me like $7 damn to get a couple cheeseburgers at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think, is it value menu?
Things are getting more expensive. That's all I'm saying. And like, that's
no
never
baby
been
formula
true
either.
For children, yeah.
Damn. Like this has to be like the worst time to flip some shit like that.
Dude, and here's the funny part. The people that are super bleeding heart about like, oh, you killing babies. They've been a baby. They're like a little soul from the second that you fucking splatted in her. Like the people that say that, and then they're like, you gotta keep it. It's fucking insert deity here's.
And it's the fetus part, right? That's what they're
child or
about?
some shit like that. Or if you're just like, no, you gotta have the kid because you shouldn't have had sex. Shame on you. All of those people suddenly don't give a single fuck about that child as soon as it comes out of that woman.
Absolutely not.
Like, it's like, you gotta have the baby. That's basically what overturning Roe v. Wade and anybody that freaking jerks off about the thought of abortion being illegal.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing. Is they're going, ha, I'm gonna make you live with maybe a potentially bad decision. It could have been a good decision, just the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I'm gonna make you live with this decision because you're fucking wrong and I'm right. Oh, but as soon as you have that kid, nah, they can't have any support from the state. You can't have any support for it. You got to figure it out by your fucking self.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh, and then, okay, so now you're working all the time trying to support this fucking kid that you didn't want to have. Let's say Pops is out the door. Pops is fucking gone. Now your kid is getting raised by nothing else than what you can afford to live around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you think? What do you think that kid's gonna look up to?
And that's my thing, right? Because it's a lot of, you know, this is damn near normal for the minority. You feel me? As far as like, okay, you got this mother who has this child. You know what I'm saying? Not every time that she wanted this fucking child. You know what I'm saying? But it's just always the fact that she has to do it alone. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's just like the government be like, fuck you. The state be like, fuck you. The city of, you know what I'm saying, department of your city, whatever you want to call it, they say fuck you. So it's like, it's a whole line of just fuck you for women right now.
Dude, and that shit, I would even say that shit, like, is across all people, just like men just dipping out.
Yeah.
As soon as, you know, like, but here's the problem is, like, it's always the hyper machismo dudes that dip out. Why is that? Like, you know, super stud, I'm gonna do my own thing, are always the ones to, like, typically bail. Isn't, like, being a man taking responsibility? Last time I checked, that was some, like, bitch behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like if you just dip like that.
I guess.
Yeah, if you just dip like that, Like, I feel like if you, as a man, and you automatically dip out on your kid and the mother of your kid, you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And
Dude, I'm not even gonna say a bitch. A bitch makes it too casual. Because,
yeah,
I'll call people a bitch all the time. You are a fucking coward.
Yeah. And for black people, you a whole
Like,
fuck nigga. Like, I just can't put it in no other words. If you don't watch your kid, you a fuck nigga.
Yeah, all of them. You dip out on taking responsibility for something like that. You're a fucking coward.
Yeah.
You might as well. Like, I got strong opinions about that because, man, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm just getting pissed off.
It's a tough thing to deal
over
with.
By this.
You know, I feel like especially like for new fathers. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just like, damn, bro. Like, like nowadays, I'm seeing more fathers stay. I'm seeing more stay. Because for real, like a lot of us are like late 80s, early 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? And we just not tolerating that shit no more. You feel what I'm saying? And if we have friends who are deadbeats, we ain't friends with their ass no more.
And here's the thing, is like forms of not having a kid are freely available for both sexes. So like, regardless if you're a man or a woman, if you're sleeping around a lot and you know that you probably won't want to be with the people you're sleeping with for the rest of your life, or at least for 18 years, wrap it up. Take some birth control. They will literally like keep sending you different types of like pill birth control as a woman until they find one that doesn't fuck you up. Like, all of these options are freely available, and people, I don't know, it just sucks. Like, the generation of kids now, and the ones that are going to be born in like the next 10, 15 years, are going to have like even more bullshit to deal with than we do.
Bro, the kids right now,
as like millennials, I guess, or millennials, even Gen Z.
Fucking Lil Uzi just changed his shit from him to they. You feel me? Like, kids have to deal with shit like that. The identity. You feel what I'm saying? Usually you have a fucking identity crisis around like 30. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I can't have kids, or damn, bro, my nut don't work. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You have those kind of self-identity crisis. These kids now have to be like, bro, am I him, she, her, him, it, thing, what? So it's like, bro, like 10 years from now, who knows what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, is going to go on, goddammit. Oh, well, I don't really like the fact that my nose look like this, right? Because that really started around like, what, 40, 50 years ago, where bitches just started like, yeah, I don't like this nose, or I don't like these ears and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, in the case of people like modifying their body to be more aesthetically pleasing to what is considered aesthetically pleasing at the time, like that shit's been going on since time immemorial. There's some, I forget what culture. I feel like it was some either Chinese culture or something around that like area of like foot binding.
Yeah,
so you would have, I
heard about
like,
that.
Your normal foot. Okay, so that's just body mods.
Fit in a size 2 shoe? Who the fuck want to fit in a size 2 shoe?
The tribes with like the rings around their neck.
Yeah, I know about that shit too.
Where it like makes the neck super long, keeps a stack of rings.
That's India,
just body
right?
mods. That's just plastic surgery before we could like cut around on somebody without them violently dying from infection.
But wasn't that India though that did the neck shit? Because I believe that was India, and they had like the nicest gold bands, and they wrapped them bitches around their neck. I thought it was kind of crazy because it's like, the fuck you want to look like a giraffe for? But different folks with
so
strokes.
I'm probably going to butcher this tribe name, and it really, I guess it depends if there's like a stop, but it's like the Southern Ndebele people, South Africa.
South Africa. Okay, I didn't think it'd be in South Africa. Thought it was gonna be in India, but hey. But yeah, that is truly our thoughts on Roe v. Wade, as far as like, stop telling women what the fuck to do with their body.
Yeah, you just brought up a good tangent that we could go on though. I'm curious to see your opinion on it. Okay, let's say you have a kid.
Yeah.
Would you let them go on social media? Like, so, or would you even let them interface with technology at a really early age? Knowing that, even right now, much less when your child is an adult, being integrated and understanding and being connected to technology is almost essential to, like, live in modern life.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll probably let my kid truly get into electronics. I want to say, like, it'll probably be like games and shit around, like, from like minor to about like 5. Not minor. Damn, that sounded crazy. From like little baby to about 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? As far as like tablets and shit, like just games or whatever. But like as far as like YouTube and all that shit, but man, YouTube gonna have to be there at like 8. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, YouTube.
I'm damn near trying to push to 13.
I feel a lot of people use YouTube and stuff. I mean, I could even go as far as saying like tablets and technology as a whole. A lot of the times, there are great examples of people using technology to help their child learn in ways that they may not have been before. The most of the time that I see it now, it's a digital pacifier. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, hey, let me put on this YouTube video of this dumb shit so you'll shut up and I can like eat a meal or nap or breathe.
I like that. That is perfect because that's literally what that is. That is a digital pacifier. I like that.
So even with that, like concepts of identity, I mean, concepts of gender fluidity and stuff have been around forever. So that's kind of outside of this topic. But overall, like self-identity and having an identity crisis, not necessarily gender-related, would kids have less of that if they were less exposed to... Essentially, the way I think about it is like, the way that internet sites are gate-kept for the majority of things are like, oh, hey, here's the part for kids, and then here's the part not for kids, and you'll sometimes have like the click OK if you're 18 years or older, which is essentially like that floaty line in the pool where it's separated the deep end from the not deep end, and all you have to do is just swim under it or over it or move it to the side. I don't know. I kind of wonder, like, if kids are getting exposed to too much too early now. And it's not necessarily that, like, them as individuals don't need to think about that stuff. It's just maybe it's a crisis for later in life.
Okay. Because, I mean, most kids who are definitely introduced into technology a little sooner, a lot of them end up being a little bit more antisocial, I feel like, because, they probably feel like, everybody's not on this or everybody don't like this kind of thing. Because I remember seeing kids bring in tablets and laptops or whatever for their kind of like, for their mental, and the teacher would kind of let them in a way, which was kind of weird. Like, and sometimes, I'll hang out with like some ESE kids just to see what they're like or whatever the case may be. Most of them even have, tablets and stuff. And I was like in middle school and they were kind of like autistic. So keep, children a little bit calm. It's like, have that tablet or whatever, that little source of technology, Sometimes it can be like really relaxing.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you there. There's always going to be some positives, right? Like any kind of education or keeping somebody stimulated so they don't have like an attack in the middle of wherever. Yep. Sorry, I got a tangent on that. What's our next topic? What
it's
are we
okay.
talking about?
You're fine. Now, you might go on a tangent about this one as well, because so the news has been kind of crazy as far as like giving us mixed signals about how they feel about certain things, and We just recently went over Roe v. Wade. Now the next topic is these mass shootings, right? And the news isn't giving us everything up front. You know what I mean? Like, it took so long for us to find out the Uvalde shooting actually really occurred, or really happened, or really pushed through because the police department didn't want to do their damn job, right? So, not too long ago, video resurfaced of Uvalde police department. I don't give a fuck what their police department called, but those guys, they sat there and waited. They sat there, heard the shots. You know what I mean? Matter of fact,
we
actually got another article saying that they watched the shooter go into the school. So what do we do about this? You got any thoughts, brother?
Dude, what do we do about that in general? Like, I mean, even if we banned every gun and somebody happens to walk in with a knife, if the people that have the guns just kind of sit there for an hour, even if they're waiting for rule, like, I get it. Sometimes maybe chain of command stuff, like, your brain's like, oh no, this is going to be bad. But, like, realize that there's somebody with a gun going into an elementary school. There's no speculation about what's about to happen.
Right.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
What
like,
and that's the problem. The problem is that we have so many cops, and a lot of the times we need them, but we have so many cops that aren't trained to handle very quick, like, very, very quick decision making like that. That's the reason, like, it's a different class than even, like, the military. And this is somebody that, while I'm not support blue kind of pro-police guy, I do think that police are a good thing to have. It's just we have to fix ours. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to be stereotyping myself here. I've always thought of, like, police officers, or I want to think of police officers in the same way as I think of, like, firefighters and EMT and stuff. It's a first responder. A person that, if something is happening, something bad is happening, you run to and you're like, oh my God, please help, and they're there.
Yeah. They need better scenario tactics.
Dude, but, like, how do you... I don't know. We need more training.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think. Like,
I'm be honest with you, bro. I'm be honest with you. If I see a person with a gun going into an elementary school, I'm not hesitating twice. I'm popping him. Period, point blank. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. What he doing? Show and tell, bitch? No. Shoot his ass as soon as you see him. Fuck that, bro. Like,
completely agree. And and this is a bigger issue I have with police, but there are so many non-lethal rounds that, like, yeah, you may fuck somebody up, but, like, you're not going to kill him. So if you're really, and again, I mean, this is across the board. I wish the cops would kill less people. That kind of, like, defeats the purpose. But the second, and this has always been my stance, like, the second, especially if it's confirmed there's a gun, not this kid was carrying a toy truck and I thought it was a gun, so I fucking shot him. Not that stupid shit. I'm saying when, like, a correctly trained force confirms, hey, that's a gun in the arms of this fucked up kid walking into a school, shoot his ass or debilitate him to where he cannot cause a threat, and then figure it out later.
Absolutely.
If you're a news story because you messed up because that was, another SRO or something like that, okay, that's a little awkward. But, like, nobody died. And again, while I would intensely... Somebody that's coming in to shoot a school, I would intensely like them to die. I think I'm in the majority when I say that. That is not the law's position to do. Like that. You know what I mean? Unless it is you stop them now. Like, if their only option was live, like, full kill bullets, mow them down.
And that's my whole thing.
And this goes...
Go ahead.
This goes across the board. It's like, if non-lethal rounds can be used to handle the situation, they should. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
I just thought it was weird that, Tamir Rice, he died with a damn toy gun chilling in the park. But,
that's what I'm saying.
A motherfucker that's running...
Just don't know. And obviously, the big part about that is, like, every police department's different.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
So we can, like, all barrel it up in, like, the bucket of cops. But at the same time, like, those two police departments don't know shit about each other. And one could be really, really good, and one could be really, really trash. Or, in the case of most of them, it's probably some good people mixed in with a lot of corrupt shit. Or in the case of Chicago, it's all corrupt.
Yeah, even Lightfoot, she's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I've been saying, like, just because, she black, that don't mean put her ass in office. Black people. Shit.
Dude, I don't know. It's especially, like, as a... Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
An hour. I just don't know. I don't know how you could hang out for an hour and not do something.
That's why I'm saying, like, he ran a good little minute. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. And it's crazy because it's like, bro, I know a lot of people who are into, you know what I'm saying, shooting for sport, right?
Yeah.
We both know a lot of people like that. And I know damn well if they see a damn deer running for like a mile, I'm pretty sure they can aim good enough to pop that bitch while he running.
Dude,
I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a deer. A deer can run a lot faster than a human can.
Exactly. So why the fuck you didn't pull that trigger?
That's... and the only thing that I could think is that nobody wants to be a news story, and especially a lot of cops. There are probably some cops that are hesitant to become the next cop on the news, killing some kid for some stupid reason.
And for the right fucking reason. That's the thing. This time where it's for the right reason, you didn't do shit. But whether it be an unarmed black dude, you feel me, and his tail light out, now all of a sudden it's a traffic stop that turned into a fucking police killing, okay? But you don't kill the motherfucking Spanish dude that's 17 years old running with some big ass shit into elementary school. You don't pop him. You don't do nothing.
Yep. And that's kind of what, like, I'm playing devil's advocate here, but only because I'm trying to understand how it could take an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's also, I'm trying to think, like, even if your gut reaction to somebody like that running into an elementary school wasn't shoot him, after you hear the first shot, after you hear what's going on in there, shouldn't your second reaction be like,
flame his ass up.
Time to party. Like, get in there. Man.
I'm gonna tell you what. Thank God for Memphis police because they were able to stop a mass shooting at a Yo Gotti concert. I would say that's a hey.
Dude,
I appreciate
I didn't even realize Yo Gotti was still like doing stuff.
Yo Gotti really that guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That CMG label is doing his thing right now, man. He just signed that girl who made that song FNF, that Fuck Nigga Free song. I actually like the song. The song pretty good. It's a lot of fuck niggas out here. But you know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk about the fact that Memphis did their damn job. The rest of these states and police departments follow fucking suit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? If a person is threatening to shoot some shit, hey, question his ass. Pull his ass in for questioning.
Dude, yeah. There was one in Tampa. I don't know if you remember. It was like after... I forget which shooting it was after. Jesus, the fact that I even have to say that pisses me off.
Yeah.
But it was after one of them, and like some kid in the Tampa area had been like, on Snapchat with an airsoft gun, but kept the tip of the barrel, because on airsoft guns the tip will always be orange.
Yeah.
Unless you paint it, of course. So he kept that out of the picture, and then said like something like, "Hey, whatever, Siri or Google or whatever, said, hey, take me to the nearest elementary school," and like sent that out to some of his friends, like I guess supposedly as a joke, and somebody reported it, and he had Alphabet Men at his door. So
that's real shit.
I think he ended up he got some probation. He didn't get like jail time or anything.
Yeah,
which,
I mean, it's not that crazy.
Honestly,
I
don't
like that.
I don't know if you should.
Now that I think about it, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like kind of giving him time to really like sit there and think. He sits there and think about this shit. Hell no! Put his ass in fucking take his ass to Grace Point. Fuck it. Put his ass in one of these little rehab facilities and shit.
Bigger point on that: if you're in any social media and you're taking a picture of yourself like with a gun, unless you're in some kind of like sporting event, somebody's taking a picture of you, like shooting clays or something like that. If you're trying to act hard by taking a picture of a gun, once again, you're a coward.
Yeah, shoot yourself. That sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you trying to do a mass killing
over the world and your own.
Yeah, if you trying to do a mass killing, thinking about shooting some shit up, kill yourself. Just do it. Dude, just do that shit, bro. You wanna shoot some shit. You wanna see some blood. You wanna see a body drop. Do that shit to yourself, okay? Because doing this shit to other people, bro. Come on. Yeah, just fucking up the community.
You wanna go play fucking Call of Duty? Go fly over to Ukraine. Go hang out there. And go play some real fucking Call of Duty.
Hell
and don't go after fucking children.
Thank you.
Or a public space, like fucking cowards.
And this my thing, right?
Cowards of various forms.
This my thing, right? You know how many fucking pedophiles, how many harassers, whatever the fuck you want to call it, motherfucker who just raping bitches. You know how many it is just sitting at the crib? You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you want to go shoot motherfuckers, go shoot the motherfucker that just touched on that damn 8-year-old at the park, and now he just got to sit at home and can't do nothing. No, fuck that. You go take care of him. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just too much shit. Anyway, because I'm getting pissed off too now. Now I'm going to get more pissed off. So, it's so many mass shootings, right? It's so many mass shootings to the point where now the news, right? This news bitch, what's her name? Laura Ingraham, that bitch, right? She decides that it's smart to take the angle of, mass shooters, you know what I'm saying? Their main thing, or what triggers them, is weed. Right? They say weed is what triggers them to do mass shooting. And I'm gonna tell you some shit right now, okay? Weed ain't never caused nobody that I know to go shoot some shit up. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, it calms them down. You feel what I'm saying? You know how many people would have been smacked, shot, slapped, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, punched, stabbed, all that shit. Because, oh man, I ain't have anything all day to calm me down. You feel what I'm saying? But as soon as most of them hit that blunt, they ain't worried about nothing. They sitting there chilling. That was a stupid fucking angle, Laura.
If weed was cause for mass killings, I'm not going to say mass shootings, I'm going to say mass killings because other countries smoke weed. Shocker. Yeah. If weed was a cause for mass killings, we would, as a world, especially in the Western world, dude, we would have people killing people all over the place. It would be complete chaos.
I ain't heard shit from
and total chaos. Like, yes, there are some of the more recent mass shootings, the fucked up individuals had smoked weed. Okay.
And coke.
Plenty of people with mental illnesses smoke weed just as much as people without mental illnesses smoke weed. Like, that's like me saying, like, everybody that drinks alcohol, actually, never mind. I'm not even going to say that shit, because that could be statistical.
I'm going to tell you.
I was going to say drinking gives more propensity to domestic violence, because 50-something% of domestic violence cases have alcohol involved.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make a generalization about that, and that one's probably even more true.
If folks can't even say shit like that about weed, you feel what I'm saying? Weed, that's why I be saying, like, you have to realize how long weed has been smoked. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And nobody really was just like, I feel like shooting some shit up. I feel like shooting some shit up for real. No one has done that, bro. And it's my thing. Like, even cigarette smokers, right? Cigarette smokers don't be wanting to shoot no damn body. You feel what I'm saying? Unless they done pop some shit.
Cigarette smokers.
You know, no, for real. Like, unless they pop some shit, you know what I'm saying, with it, or it's some shit where right here, right, where it's a 19-year-old who's been smoking cigarettes for a while, and then you bitch asses create a law that says no, you have to be 21 now. See, now that right there, I can understand him shooting some shit up, right? Because therefore you took some shit that really fucks with his mind. You know what I'm saying? Because nicotine get all up and through there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you done snatched that from him. You know what I'm saying? The main thing that made him calm. Matter of fact, let me say something like this. If you grab something, right? Because I've even seen this. You know what I'm saying? Because I love people, you know. Matter of fact, not love, because I don't want to say that word. It kind of sounds fucked up in a way. But, you know, I really look out for people who are autistic, right? And sometimes if you take something from them, you know what I'm saying, that's causing them to be calm, they will fucking, they will snap on you. You know what I'm saying? And what it is that it's not just autistic people. It's people in general. And if you take something from them that's keeping them calm, they are liable to snap on you. Right? So if you take weed from people, do you know what the fuck will happen?
Dude, how they're, especially in the States, like, they can't take weed away from people. They've already said it's illegal, and it's like, it's easier for me to get weed than it is for me to, like, get a burger late at night. Like, you know, 1 in the morning, McDonald's might be closed up for the night, but, like, homeboy isn't.
That's perfect. That's perfect. But this is my thing. It's like,
but in all seriousness, it's like, yeah, it's stupid.
But it's like when you have that platform, Fox News, right? If you're Laura Ingraham, you should know. Be fucking more responsible with your words, you retarded bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Be careful with your words. You're on a fucking platform to where when you say shit, you got scary ass Karen and them or Stacy and them at the fucking house you know what I'm saying, who mom of the year who stay at home. You understand? When she see that shit or hear that shit, you think she gonna want her little 17-year-old knucklehead to be smoking fucking weed? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
after this shit been keeping him calm since he was 15, 14 years old.
All I'm saying is, if you're looking for Fox News to suddenly be a bastion of actual information, barking up the wrong tree, man. This is the company that employs Tucker Carlson.
Fuck Tucker.
I don't know
if
you've ever looked up what a, like, gigantic decaying vagina this man is, but yeah.
Fuck
Tucker
him.
Carlson, real cunt.
Tucker, fuck him. Alright?
Fucker Carlson.
Shit, fuck Tucker, man. But like I was saying, it's just like you can't have this platform and you're saying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Laura Ingraham and goddamn Eric Adams, the New York mayor. Fuck both of them pieces of shit. Alright, let me get a little bit more calm. Anyway, last thing that's pissing us off is this stupid ass music too loud little law shit that they want to make down here in Florida. Look, okay, first of all, you know what I'm saying? This is the South, right? Then on top of that, this is Florida, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Florida people do whatever the fuck they want, when they want, how they want. You know what I'm saying? You see what they did with the COVID shit. You know what I'm saying? You seen
what
it.
happened? Yeah, what happened to, like, the DeSantis valuing, like, individuals' rights?
Throw his ass in the lake. Put him somewhere, bro. Fuck his DeSantis, bro.
Dude. What do you do with that? You know, like, Okay, while I will admit, in instances, yes, I wish people would be less assholes with their music sometimes. But at the same time, like, this isn't protecting anybody, but, like, pearl-clutching fuckheads. You know? Like, oh my god, I'm trying to get my rest at 9 o'clock in my condo, and this person was just playing music too loud, and I don't like hip-hop. Because realistically, so that 25-foot law is biased, actually, towards more bass-heavy genres. So, actually, like, you could say hip-hop, but, I mean, like, I listen to a lot of techno as well, and technically it falls under that. But I know that law wasn't made for techno, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're not worried about me coming down the street, like, bumping out 30 feet, like...
And then that whole EDM shit, too.
Yeah. So... I don't know. It's stupid ass law.
Man.
It's the same with like over in across from Tampa and St. Pete. They have a law where like you can't have anything be loud after like 11. Even like on a Friday and Saturday night, like cuts out at 11.
That shit sound crazy.
So like
to
amplified music. So you can't even have like a late night show in the middle of downtown because Karen and Tom from Indiana moved here with their $8 bajillion and bought a condo like right underneath a venue, and then want to bitch about it being loud.
You just move your whole ass back to where you came from.
I read articles about people bitching around. You know where Janice Live is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody not familiar with the Tampa Bay area, Janice Live's venue in St. Petersburg. Very good venue, kind of outside. It's like in the heart of downtown. There's condos all around it.
Mm-hmm.
People buy these condos next to this venue and then complain that the venue is loud. This is the new Florida. You know what Florida's becoming? Florida's becoming the Villages, but like the whole state. Watch out, people.
So that means
boomers with STDs are right on your doorstep.
Yeah. That shit is nuts. And our shit going up. Our rent is going up. Prices is just fucking flying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's crazy. And then you gotta think about it. The people who don't make a bajillion dollars and sleep at fucking 8:30. You know what I'm saying? We have to struggle on a regular daily basis, nigga. Let us have this fun.
And all these news companies and stuff are like, oh, look how much Tampa Bay is developing. Look at all these companies that are making satellite offices or main offices here. Yeah, you want to know why? I wonder why these big companies also put all their manufacturing in the Philippines and India. Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
We are a dirt-ass cheap labor economy here. And they don't have to pay state taxes. For somebody that wants to get the most bang for their buck and really doesn't want to pay their employees what they should, Florida is a gold mine. And that's the reason people like DeSantis can really push and be like, look at all these businesses we're bringing here. We're bringing these businesses here because we're the fucking dollar menu.
Damn.
So, brothers, fifth advice. If you work remote, work for under a different state's tax so you can pay taxes to them, make more money, and not give shit to Florida.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I love my state. I've been born and raised in this state. I love this place. It is my home. But, like, fuck the people that are on top of it. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you ain't lying. But you gotta realize, dog, I feel like that loud music shit was literally for black people, bro. And the fact that we play loud ass fucking music, you know what I'm saying? We be lit, or whatever the case may be. But one of the top artists that we play down here is Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? And now this nigga, every time he come to Florida, he get arrested.
Can we not?
He get arrested every time he come back home.
Can we make like Denzel Curry the official voice of Florida instead of fucking Kodak Black? Like, just
we can start that.
Let me recap this, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're hating on Kodak Black." Yes, I am. This is the only dude that could even remotely be associated with Trump, and people still love him and still think that he's legit, even though he got a pardon from Trump to get out of jail, and then his dumbass ends up back in jail. Shit. Dude, you're rich as fuck.
Yeah.
I get it. If he likes the hustle, that's cool and stuff. But like at some point you gotta realize that like going to jail is not profitable for you. That's not being hard if you got caught, dumbass. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
And like, he got caught on And he got caught on distribution.
Shit, if you're a good pusher, if you're a good criminal of any, if the government considers you a criminal and you get caught, you fucked up. You suck. You gotta like not do that.
Yeah. Now you gotta start all over.
That's where the real hard people are, the ones that truly live in the shadows that will never get caught.
Bruh, and this is my thing. His dreads used to look like this, right? Soon as he cut them bitches, just everything went to hell. You know what I'm saying? But this is another thing, right?
He buzzed his head.
Y'all gotta realize, bro, like Florida, dog, it's up and coming from different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like you got on one end, you got this whole real estate, this business shit, you know, going on, and all these dumb fucks moving down here for business, you know. Then on the other end, you got the entertainment part, where it's just like we actually got good artists who are coming out of Florida.
Yeah,
you know
we're
what
picking
I'm saying?
up again.
Right, so it's like we really ain't really had no buzz like this since Trick Daddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Florida used to be popping off.
Yeah,
in like the 90s and stuff.
Like, but our shit always looked like this.
Pretty.
Right.
Yep.
But now it's time to really go like this, and then these fucking entrepreneurs and shit trying to take advantage of the shit. Oh yeah, it's popular, so yeah, let's move down to Florida. It's like really take y'all bitch ass back. But you know what I'm saying? We appreciate the money.
Yeah, just give us more.
Jesus Christ. But I tell you what, man, the thing that I do like about Florida is that we ain't on no fake shit, you know what I mean? And speaking of fake shit, you got bitches out here giving families fake ashes out there in Colorado, you know what I'm saying? So
what are they doing?
Yeah, so pretty much what happens is when you send your family member to I can't remember the specific funeral home, but it's a funeral home out there in Colorado. The bitch been giving people organs to different labs and shit so they can study or whatever, right? But then when you get your ashes from this funeral home, that ain't your family member. Now, how do you feel about that if you don't get your actual family member ashes? Are you okay with that, or you don't care?
So, they should, first of all, the fact that they didn't tell them makes it wrong. I'll say that from the get-go. Like, that's not okay. However, like, as far as people are receiving actual ashes, like, you don't know it's your family member. Like, wow, it's not like you're going and DNA testing. It's not like you're doing lines of family members and then being like, oh wait, this wasn't my family member. So like, as far as that goes, I mean, shit, they could put like ashes from the fireplace in there, and you'd be none the wiser.
Oh my god.
And if
how do you think about
I don't know, like, it's kind of one of those things of like, I feel like we should use, like, if you die, you should be used for medical research to begin with, because like that is the most practical thing to happen. Is like if they can either take something from you to save somebody else or to learn about something, like, yes, why not? Again, you're not using your body. Why do you care? Your family don't care. It's not like your family is gonna fucking stuff you and mount you in the fucking living room. So, like, the actual principle behind it, like, you know, if they were selling dead people organs and stuff for the money, obviously that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But realistically, you know, you can like offer your body for science or like for research and stuff on your driver's license. You know, what I'm talking about being an organ donor.
Yeah.
It's like if you get in a bad accident and you got like a perfectly functioning kidney still left in there, but you're dead, but your kidneys are good, you can save somebody with your kidneys. I think everybody should do that. Like, don't be so attached to your bag of flesh that you think that like somebody getting your kidneys if you're dead is gonna affect you or something. Spoilers, you're dead. You don't give a shit.
But I think it's more the idea of that, like, you know what I'm saying? You went through this whole, scenario, and then a motherfucker give you some ashes, and that ain't your people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like, probably not in that heat of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the ashes. But nigga, if I find out that this ain't my granddaddy, nigga, this gonna be some problem, bro. Don't be giving me no fake ass ashes. And then you brought up, what if it's from the fireplace? Could you imagine, nigga? Yeah. Like somebody giving you some ashes, right? And you think this is your family member, but nigga, this came from goddamn a barbecue, the goddamn charcoal all fucked up and shit, and they done put this shit in the urn. I'm finna be mad.
I mean, but does that make like granddad's ghost upset or something?
Nah, but
and that's kind of the reason that like it's funny to me. But at the same time, I would be upset more of like I lied and did not get what I was told.
Yeah,
that's where I'd be upset. Is like that's a personal thing that you lied to me about. But like in the all actuality and stuff, like it doesn't make that much of a difference. But it is still very wrong.
Yeah. Shit, bruh. And that's my thing. Like you don't really know to be like
log pieces in there.
Shit. Man, but just from the overview of things, bro, from LTA Global, I just feel like, first of all, you know what I'm saying, stop telling women what to do with their body. Number two, you know what I'm saying, like let's see what we can do to stay on top of these mass shootings, man, to try to prevent it way better. You know what I'm saying, a little bit more. And the last thing is shit. Love each other. Love better. You know what I'm saying? Love more. You know, the world is fucked up as it is. You feel me? Like, let's stop adding fuel to the fire. Let's try to start switching shit up. You know?
Get some hobbies that aren't materialistic and like actually focused on something you're interested in as a person, rather than like what you think others would be interested in.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Hobbies, I think people just need more hobbies. Even if you can't afford your hobby, congratulations. Internet's available. You can find a hobby that you can get into.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, this has been another episode of LTA Global. I'm CuZo Smif.
And this is Brother.
Yes, sir. Peace and love. Yeah.